away. I just gotta say this. My 14-year-old is just entirely too mature for me. Like, sometimes she's more mature than I am. She has these, like, musicians that she is just so in love with. And so she showed me one of them yesterday, like, oh my God, isn't he just so fine? And, you know, they're performers or entertainers or, you know, singers, whatever. So I'm like, dang, I'm like, you are, and I'm very, I keep it 100, you know, with my children. We talk about stuff, and I've, you know, talked to them about things that some parents would just be like, you know, that's a little too much. But anyway, I prepare my children for the real world. However, so I was like, dang, I was like, you all talking about him and drooling all over him. I'm like you be touching yourself or something to him. And she was like, there, Mom. You know, it sounds like you're doing a little self-projecting. She said, just because that's something you would do doesn't mean that that's something that I would do. So, you know, sounds like you're doing a little self-projecting there. So just because that's something you would do doesn't mean that everybody does it. And I'm just like, God, you know, I realized that we have children, and the reason why some parents beat on their children and spank their children and whoop their children and yell and cuss their children out is because our children's purpose really is to make us face the things about ourselves. I was just like, that's the purpose. This is exactly why I had children. I said yesterday, it's impossible for me to run away from myself when I have children. Like, they won't let me hide from me. They won't let me hide from my insecurities. They won't let me hide from my shadow side. Like, they are here to make me face that shit that I hide from other people. You know, and so when she said that yesterday, like, you're self-projecting, I just was like, damn, like, I had to think about it. Like, maybe she's exactly right. Just because, you know, I might get a little hot and bothered by someone and might want to, you know, touch myself at night to them doesn't mean that that's what everybody does when they get a little hot and bothered by somebody. So I just had to give her props and give her respect. Like, dang, like, you're right. Like, maybe I am just self-projecting a little bit, you know, but another parent might have been like, you might have got smacked in the face or something for saying that, because you made me face something about myself that you ain't supposed to know that. You ain't supposed to say that. You ain't supposed to do that. You're not supposed to make me feel like that, you know. And I just thought that was like very, like, interesting. You know, it really, like, even my son will say things that makes me face my insecurity. Like, he, like, be making, like, and I don't think he does it on purpose. It's just, you know, sometimes he be cracking on my weight. You know, he done made a comment about the scar on my face. And I just really have to sit back and just really think. Like, it makes me face those things that I don't want to talk about. It makes me face those things that my feelings and my emotions that I keep hidden. It makes me face that shit. And I'm just like, you know, a lot of times that's our child's purpose. You know, I'm like, it's impossible for me to run away from the things about myself when I've procreated myself